Over the last few weeks, there has been some noticeable credit card point devaluations across multiple ecosystems, including American Express, Bilt, as well as Citi. And in this video, we're going to talk about these devaluations and how they could potentially affect your credit card setup, as well as the importance to spend your credit card points. Devaluations are nothing new to the credit card points and miles game, where we've seen ecosystems such as American Express increase the annual fee, strip away certain benefits, as well as add additional coupons, pricing out certain customers. We've seen the Hyatt ecosystem increase the category as well as pricing and points for a multitude of their hotels. And we've seen Chase decrease the amount that you can achieve via your Inc. referrals, cutting that by more than 50%. Which is why I want to reiterate before we hop into devaluation number one the importance of spending your credit card points. I say in a lot of my videos that I'm part of Team Earn and Burn, where I use my credit card points usually instantaneously after earning them. That is because the longer you hoard your credit card points and stack them up, the higher chance you have for a devaluation to affect your redemption strategy going forward. As we know, guys, this will not last forever to an extent, so you need to capitalize on any of these credit card ecosystems that you have. A perfect example of this, and moving on to number one, is the devaluation of the American Express and Hawaiian/Alaska transfer partner. If you're unaware, a couple months back, Hawaiian Airlines was acquired by Alaska Airlines, thus essentially unlocking a new transfer partner for us with Amex MR points. Because we were now able to send our Amex points into Hawaiian Miles, which was a transfer partner of ours. And because of the merger, you were then able to convert those Hawaiian Miles into Alaska. While this doesn't sound crazy, Alaska Airlines is part of One World Alliance, so we essentially can book American Airlines flights using Amex MR points. This is extremely valuable, and I showed you guys in the last video how I acquired an 8 cents per point redemption for a $400 flight where I booked it for $50 worth of Amex MR points through the Alaska ecosystem. But as of May 16th, we unfortunately have this looming message in our Amex transfer portal that states that you have until June 30th of 2025 to transfer points into the Hawaiian ecosystem before they are removed as a transfer partner. This definitely means that we are not only losing Hawaiian, but the ability to turn our Hawaiian points into Alaska via Amex MR points. I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, this is a huge hit. And I just transferred the remaining Amex points that I had directly into Alaska just to be safe. So I have that kind of storage before this termination happens. I had a hunch that this was going to happen, and I definitely stated it in the previous video I filmed when this merger was announced. I cautioned people to take advantage of this merger, that this will not last forever. But the main question is that are we going to get Alaska Airlines as a direct transfer partner when they take Hawaiian away? And if I had to take a guess, guys, I would say no. And that's because later this year, I believe it's the summer of 2025, Alaska is launching their $395 premium credit card. So I want to believe that they're kind of straying away from people just importing miles into their ecosystem via the Hawaiian Airlines and applying for their direct consumer credit cards. I could be wrong. That's just my guessing, but I don't think Amex is adding Alaska when they take away Hawaiian. With that being said, guys, you have until June 30th of this year, which is about 6 weeks from the time that I'm filming this video, to import your MR points into Hawaiian and then send them over to Alaska before it's removed from our ability to do so. I don't know about you guys, this is a huge hit for me and anyone that was booking domestic or international flights utilizing Alaska and the American Airlines. But if you're not someone that wasn't utilizing it, it's not a very big hit. But for me personally, it's quite a large nerf to my Amex MR points because this was the primary way I've been using it. Moving on to devaluation number two and entering into the Bilt ecosystem. Today, at the time of filming this video, Bilt announced that they will no longer be matching rent when you pay with an additional credit card. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about a month or two ago, Bilt announced that when you pay rent with another credit card that's linked to your Bilt account, you will not only earn points on the other card, but Bilt will pay you a 1 cent per point on that rent charge as well. This was some crazy news for a lot of people in the credit card points and miles game because there's select individuals that like to put rental charges on other credit cards to hit sign up bonuses more rapidly. While they are incurring a 3% surcharge on top of that, they are offsetting it easily depending on the credit cards you choose. Let's take a quick look at an example utilizing my $3,000 rent and show you how easy you're able to leverage these charges and get just as much credit card points back. Let's say for my $3,000 rent, I pay with my Venture X. As we know, we're going to get 2% back on the Venture X, which is $60 of credit card points, and get charged a $90 transaction fee, which is the customary 3% when you pay rent with a credit card. But let's not forget, Bill is matching this. So on the $3,000 rent, they were also giving you 3,000 Bill points, which is $30. So by paying my rent with the Venture X, I paid $90, but I got $60 in Capital One miles and $30 in Bill points. It's not a surprise that just after a few months, today Bill announced that they are devaluing this promotion. And now instead of matching it at a 1 cent per point, Bill is now giving you one Bill point for every $2 that you spend on that rental charge. So they're essentially reducing the match by 50%. So this would kind of make you less enticed to use other credit cards and leverage it, knowing that you're going to get that 1-to-1 match. This kind of kills it for me if you're going with that strategy. If you still want to do that and you're going to do it anyway, you lose nothing by attaching it to your Bill account and kind of churning out some additional credit card points. But the ability to offset that 3% fee easily with a 2x catch-all card is now gone just after months of noticing it. Which again, this just reiterates that when things change in the credit card community, you need to capitalize quick because they can change in a drop of a dime. Moving on to devaluation number 3 that just occurred over this past month and entering into a brand new ecosystem is devaluation number 3, the ability to product change certain Citi products. If you're like me, when I applied for my American Airlines Platinum Elite credit card, I had zero intention to keep it after that second year. And that's because they waived the annual fee of $99 when you hold this credit card its first year. So my original plan was to take the credit card points and devalue this credit card or product change it to another Citi credit card like the Citi Double Cash. And that is because Citi was one of the only issuers that allowed you to product change outside of the kind of family of credit cards. So you could change an American Airlines card into a double cash and so on and so forth. But as of this last month and reported by Doctor of Credit, many people are calling Citi to do this certain process and they are getting denied by support and only allowing them to downgrade within that same family of credit cards. Again, this was just an added benefit that they offered that no other issuer did, but it's just to show you that as these credit card companies continue to catch on to our antics and how we can exploit and get more credit card points, they will patch and take away any edge that we have on them. Staying in the Citi ecosystem, and I had zero plans to talk about this, but the news just broke while I was filming this video. This Citi announced that when you hold the Citi Strata Premier and you want to convert your thank you points into cash back, they're devaluing it from 1 cent per point down to 0.75 cents per point. That is a 25% devaluation to your thank you points when you choose to take the cash back option. While there are some loopholes around this, especially if you are a Prestige member or have other credit cards that you can link to the account and cash out that way, regardless of the case, it just shows that as credit card issuers begin to catch on to our antics, they will continue to devalue their ecosystem. Similar to Chase, Citi was another ecosystem that allowed you a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning that if you're getting 3x back on dining, that is equivalent to 3% cash back when you convert those points. Chase offers the same, that in Ultimate Reward points, 100 of them is equal to $1. This differs greatly when you compare it to people like American Express that have a like 60% conversion when you want to convert to cash back. So as credit cards begin to get more and more competitive, they will begin to lower those rates because it is more profitable them in the long run. The last thing and the final quote unquote devaluation, depending on how you interpret it, that I want to briefly touch on is the rumor changes to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Now, before I get any angry comments in the comment section, I, for one, am someone that really likes these supposed changes, but I can see the outrage from a large majority of the people on YouTube as well as in the comment sections. And if you're unaware, the Chase Sapphire Reserve is allegedly getting refreshed and raised to a $795 annual fee. To many, this is a devaluation because you are pricing out a lot of consumers that were willing to pay upwards of $550 of an annual fee. Raising almost 50% is quite a substantial increase. But the main reason I classify this as a devaluation is because they are allegedly going for the Amex playbook. While a lot of people reserve Amex as the coupon book ecosystem, the new Chase Sapphire Reserve is allegedly adding quite a few coupons to offset that $795 annual fee. And while many people in the points and miles game will maximize these and have a positive effective annual fee, the reason why credit card companies are shifting towards coupon books is that there is a consumer base out there that pays the annual fee and has zero awareness of these coupons. I have met so many people in the wild with either the Amex Platinum or the Amex Gold that are totally unaware of a Resi credit, a Saks Fifth Avenue credit, or anything else that they have at their disposal. So by them going this route, it just shows that they're following the masses and it will stray some people away. I, for one, do see myself applying for the Chase Sapphire Reserve in the coming months and testing out these new benefits before the hiked annual fee hits. But to each their own, guys. You either love or hate the changes, and I can't wait to see what happens. And again, this is a rumor, but as we've seen over the last year or two, most Reddit rumors on these product changes have been true. We saw it with the Amex Gold that news broke a couple months prior, the Hilton ecosystem changes, that most of these rumors are said to be true. But again, take it with a grain of salt because at this time it is a rumor. Well, guys, those were just some of the noticeable devaluations that I've noticed after the last couple months. If any of these directly affected you, drop me a comment below on what your plan moving forward is with that specific ecosystem. And just to reinforce the point one more time, guys, the importance of earning and spending your points. The longer you hoard your credit card points, the easier it is to get hit by devaluations when they eventually come in the future. Earn them and enjoy them, guys. That's the best part about the points and miles game, enjoying the hard work that you've put in. But guys, we're going to end the video here. If you enjoy this type of content, feel free to drop me a like, comment, or subscribe as it directly supports my channel. And I release credit card content here on YouTube weekly. And if you want another credit card related video, I'm going to have one right here for you guys.